Hi, my name is Dave Patania. I'm with Bowflex. I'm actually one of the sales professionals here and a certified personal trainer. And what we wanted to do today was just respond to some of the questions that you have. We had some great reviews by folks such as Rack Boys and Teddy Racer, and thanks so much guys for those, because what that allows us to do is to respond to a lot of the questions, concerns that you have with regard to this piece of machinery. Really great. Now, one of the first things I wanted to cover was a lot of people were asking about it's plastic. Is it strong enough? Well, the reason that we made it this way, structural integrity, as you can see right here. And think about it. You know, is your car all metal? No, it has these polymer plastics made of a lot of different compounds, so it's going to give you a little bit of flex. So let me demonstrate that a little bit. Yeah, it does have a little bit of flex, but that's what we want, because your body isn't going to adapt and progress if you're not going with it and adapting. That's all fitness is adapting to different stimuli. So right here, just doing the basic fly, as you can see, it does move around, but if you're using proper form, technique, and more importantly, watch this, slow speed of movement, you're gonna get the most. Now, if you're just flopping around, that's just movement. Of course you're not gonna feel it, but trust me folks, you're gonna feel it if you're going slow, smooth, squeeze right there at the top, peak contraction. That's what it's all about, slow and smooth. And then my trusty camera guy is gonna fire out some of the more common questions that we've had with regard to the machine.
Why does the seat pivot?
Well, not everyone is the same, correct? You know, I'm 5'9", 182 pounds, and some people are 6'6", by gosh. So it moves a little bit, just a little bit of flex to conform to your body. So for example, if I'm just gonna do a regular rollout, watch this, as soon as my chest hits, it'll move to conform to my body. Do the rollout, it's still conforming, boom, into the up motion, right there, slow and smooth. Form and technique, it's going to conform to my body. It's not going to pivot or slip and fall off, okay? So it's literally designed this way.
People have been asking why they should use this when they can do a push-up.
Well, that's true. You know, push-up is a movement. You know, if you're just doing a particular movement, yeah, and then if you're doing it too fast, that's true. Push-ups are great, and how I like to incorporate a push-up with this particular machine is I'll pre-exhaust the muscle, meaning I'll do, say, let's just say for instance, I'm right here and I'm at my 20th push-up, boom. Then I can come right here on the machine and I'll go even wider, down, slow, and then contract. My abs have to contract to stabilize even more. And again, trust me, for the folks that say they don't feel it, pre-exhaust the muscle, come back here, do it slow and smooth, you'll feel it.
Yeah, we hear people writing in and telling us they use it to like really get those cuts at the end of a workout, you know, to try to really rip it up. The other thing that they also tell us that they're doing moves that they can't otherwise do. They can't do one-handed push-ups, they can't do diamond push-ups, they can't do a bunch of these things, and so you're able to do these moves that were impossible.
Right, exactly, and then the first thing that comes to mind is bird dog. So right here, now to do these freehand is almost impossible, but right here, up, it allows you to do those movements slow, smooth, and with technique. And again, with a motion like this, it's kind of that cross in between a machine and freehand or just body weight activity, which is so dependent on what? Form, technique, slow speed of movement, and this will allow you to do that.
One of the things that we've seen a lot in some of these reviews, people asking us about the bungees. You want to talk about the bungees a little bit and how these work, this resistance that's down here in the bottom?
Yeah, exactly. So again, you know, not everyone is the same size, not everyone is at the same level, so depending on where you're at, you can adjust these for more or less resistance right there. So again, we wanted to make sure that we had something for all levels. So this machine right here, all in one particular little package, is applicable and scalable to any fitness level.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. You've actually got a total of 12 different adjustable resistance levels inside of here. If you wanted to just bump it up from 1 to 2, absolutely you can do that, and you can leave the rest of them down if you want. You're going to be able to customize that as much as you want.
Yeah, I play with them. I'll do them with oblong resistances. Really cool. And again, it's about variation with fitness, because think about it, it's not always about how much weight you can stack on. It's going to come to the point to where how much variation can you add to your workouts. That's what the premise is behind this particular product. Variation along with helping you maximize the contractile force of the muscle and at the same time strength and endurance. So you're incorporating a lot of different things at once.
Also, make sure they're in. We see a lot of people doing reviews, and they got these guys down here at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't feel anything. That's because it's not popped in there, so you're exactly right. So make sure they are engaged so you can actually perform the motion and get the most out of it.
That's right. Okay, what's going on with the web workouts? People are writing in and saying, hey, where are the workouts? What's going on? Let's take them over to the whiteboard here.
All right, absolutely. So again, a lot of people will say, well, I don't necessarily know how to use it, and a lot of times this is right there in the box waiting on the Dirty Dozen, the poster that comes with. And you can also go to ucworkouts.com. You log on there, it'll have all the exercises, and actually it'll pop up just like this. You'll see the starting motion and the finishing motion. Just hit the arrow to the right, it'll pop up literally, you know, and that's how I learned a lot of these different moves myself when I work here. I just went on there. That's what these resources are for. Very simple, very to the point, and you can incorporate them immediately.
I'd like to bring in a marketing executive. Michael, tell us a little bit about the QR code up here in the corner.
Well guys, we created 5 amazing full-length workouts for you. Literally all you do is take your favorite QR code scanner, put it right up to the Dirty Dozen poster in the top right-hand corner, quick scan, and within a couple seconds, the full mobile web app pops up immediately for you to use.
Now you called it a mobile web app. What does that mean?
The difference between a mobile web app is that we wanted to optimize the experience for anyone who had a smartphone, whether it be an iOS device, an Android device. It works perfectly. You literally just click right on the workout, and then within a couple seconds, we recommend a Wi-Fi connection because these are full HD videos. You will have your workout loading up for you.
Now, if someone wanted to go check out these workouts before they purchased an UpperCut and got one for themselves, could they just go to ucworkouts.com and actually just check out the workouts?
Definitely. ucworkouts.com. We recommend going on your phone. That's the best experience, but you definitely can go on your iPad and on your desktop computer to get the workouts.
It's a great way to see what you're getting into and check out all the different workouts, because the Dirty Dozen are just a fraction of what's possible there with the UpperCut.
Definitely.
All right, cool. I think that's about it, guys. I think we've answered most of the questions.
Okay, and one last thing I wanted to cover, guys, was a lot of people are getting the push-up bars with the package, and they're like, oh, what are these for? These things are awesome. Very inexpensive, and for a lot of the folks, comes right along with the package. Now, you can use these just freehand because a lot of people do have some issues with their wrists. You know, doing push-up motions on the floor flat like that as you're in the motion puts a little undue stress on the area. This will relieve that, and again, it'll give you a lot more variation. So right here, if we're just going to do a standard push-up, ergonomically, just look at that. Wrists are nice and safe. You can do the motion and watch this. It allows you to get more depth, again, which is going to allow you to incorporate more muscle mass. Squeeze, look at this depth. Boom, all the way up, and you can vary it, so I'll come right at you. Watch this. You can go wide stance. Look at that. Really work the outer part of the pecs, nice and deep. You can go close grip, watch this, and work on your triceps. Boom, head up, chest up, squeeze, nice and slow, full range, working that. And then last but not least, we'll show you how to use this with the UpperCut. So put your feet right there. Again, you can work it to where you just do a basic push-up. And right now we're doing a decline push-up, really working that undercut of the pec muscle. Right there, slow and smooth. And then if you go right from there, right to a fly, again for the folks that say you don't feel it, try this combination, you'll feel it. So there it is.
All right, I'm going to ask you to work out a little bit longer. The thing about the UpperCut that kind of amazes me when I'm using it is that every single exercise is working the core. Everything I'm doing is working the core because you're always in that plank position for the most part. When you look at the Dirty Dozen, one of the things people have asked about has been some of these pike moves. Where you're bringing your knees up to your chest. You had your feet up there on the pad.
Right.
You want to talk about some real core work.
Right, so as you go down, up, down, up. And even when I'm coming into the up position, the abs are engaged. Literally, full maxed out contraction, working the chest, and absolutely, and then conversely, my lower back and the upper back, the spinal erectors up there, are really engaged in solidifying my spine. So you're getting a total body workout. You can already hear right now I'm a little winded, and that was what, 4 reps?
How about those guys where your feet are actually on the pad and your hands are back on the handles there, and you're actually bringing your knees to your chest?
Okay. Here.
Yeah, so you hang your feet over the back of the pad.
Yep. And this is just the basic.
That's the basic. And a lot of people do like to use the handles on these moves. This is a great, if you can do this while we're actually doing it. That's a great, this is where you start going, yeah, I love these handles.
Center it a little bit there. And then you can also do it right here. Rather than just bringing the knees up right there with the hip flexion, take the hip flexion out, boom, come to a crown, and then down.
That is ab work like you have not experienced before.
And then watch this, you can do little combos there. Go into a basic, go into a regular, bring it close, go into a dip. The possibilities, endless. Look at the sweat. Bling.
It's happening. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks everyone for your questions.
Keep them coming.